So students, next let us see number 3. Okay, let us see number 3. Okay, let us see number 3. So this figure is given. So given in figure, if LM is parallel to CB and LN is parallel to CD, to prove AM by AB, to prove AM by AB is equal to AN by AB. Okay, AM by AB is equal to AN by AB. Okay, let us prove that. Let us prove. In triangle ABC by Thales theorem, in triangle ABC by Thales theorem, since LM is parallel to CB, therefore EL by LC is equal to AM by MB. Mark it number 1. In triangle ADC by Thales theorem, since LN is parallel to CD, therefore AL by LC is equal to AN by MD. Market number 2. From 1 and 2 students, from 1 and 2 we will get AM by MB is equal to AN by MB. So what we need actually AB, isn't it? AM by AB we need. So what we will do is, friends, we just reverse both sides. MB by AM is equal to MB by AM. So both sides, then we will add MB by AM plus 1 MB by AM plus 1. So MB plus AM this side, AN LCM, NB plus AN. So we will get MB plus AM means AB, and NB plus AM means AD. So AM by AB is equal to AN by AD. Very easy sum, friends. Very easy sum. Let us see. Okay. So in figure, this figure is given to you. Okay. This figure is given in the book. You see in figure 6.18. The 6.1 is the figure number here. Okay. In exercise 6.2, I am doing number 3. Okay. So in this figure, what is given in this figure? LM is parallel to CB. This LM is parallel to CB. Just look at this triangle. Okay. Separately this triangle. Okay. Don't consider the lower triangle. LM is parallel to CB, and also in the lower triangle, LN is parallel to CB. Just upper triangle you just forget. Okay. So this triangle you see, LN is parallel to CB. So we need to prove AM by AB is equal to AN by AD. Absolutely easy. Absolutely easy. Okay. So in triangle ABC, by Thales theorem, in triangle ABC, let us consider triangle ABC, students. So let us consider triangle ABC. Okay. Only this triangle we are considering. So since LM is parallel to CB, what can be written then? You see, by Thales theorem. By Thales theorem. So if one side of a triangle is parallel, so if a line segment is parallel, if a line or a line segment is parallel to one side of a triangle, then it will divide the other two sides in the same ratio. No, theorem 6.1, isn't it? Theorem 6.1 is just like that, isn't it? So now you see, if LM is parallel to CB, this one, see, LM is parallel to CB, isn't it? If LM is parallel to CB, then what can we write? AL by LC, see here, AL by LC is equal to AM by MB. Can we write? Since LM is parallel to CB, since LM is parallel to CB, then we can write AL by LC is equal to AM by MB. Mark it number 1. Now in triangle ADC, just consider the lower triangle. In triangle ADC, just see, okay. In triangle ADC, since LN is parallel to CD, in the same way, okay. Since LN is parallel to CD, so what does theorem 6.1 say? Theorem 6.1 says that suppose this is ABC and this is PQ. If PQ is parallel to BC, students, if PQ is parallel to BC, then we can write AP by PB is equal to AQ by QC. We can write or not? We can write now. So if PQ is parallel to BC, then AP by PB is equal to AQ by QC, isn't it? So in the same way, students, in the same way we are writing here. In the same way, this triangle you see, triangle ADC, just to observe the triangle ADC, this triangle, lower triangle I am talking about. Triangle ABC, this triangle you see. In this triangle, if LN is parallel to CD, then what can we write? AL by LC is equal to AN by ND. AL by LC, look again. If LN is parallel to CD, then AL by LC is equal to AN by ND. Mark it number 2. Now from 1 and 2, students. From 1 and 2, here also we have AL by LC, here also we have AL by LC, isn't it? In 1 also we have AL by LC, in 2 also we have AL by LC. So AL by LC and AL by LC are equal, no? So then what will happen? So if AL by LC and AL by LC both are equal, then what can we do? AM by MB is equal to AN by ND, isn't it? Now you reverse both sides. You reverse the terms on both sides. This fraction also you reverse, this fraction also you reverse. Why am I reversing now? So now what did we get from 1 and 2? From 1 and 2 we got AM by MB is equal to AN by ND, isn't it? AM by MB is equal to AN by ND we got. So now what do we need actually? We need AM by AB, and and AN by AD. Now you see AM, here also AM, and to prove here also AM is there, and here also AN is there, here also AN is there. That means we got AM by MB, but we need AM by AB, and here we need AN by AD, isn't it? See here, students. See here, we got AM by MB, but we need AM by AB. We got AN by ND, but we need AN by AD. Now, which one do we need to change? The denominator we need to change, isn't it? You first have to observe which one you need to change. That we need to change the denominator. Here also the denominator. The numerator is same, no? Here also AM, here also AM, here also AN, here also AN. So the numerator is same. So what do we need to change? We need to change the denominator. So what we will do is, students, the term, that means out of the numerator or the denominator, which term we need to change, that one we need to take it up. So what we will do is we will just reverse on both sides. On both sides we will reverse. So if this side we will reverse, then what will happen? MB will go up and AM will come down, and ND will go up and AN will come down. Because we need to change MB and ND, so we are taking these two upwards. MB we are taking up and ND we are taking up. Okay, because we need to change this MB and ND. So what we will do is next we will add 1 on both sides. We will add 1 on both sides. So if we add 1 on both sides, this side also I am adding 1, and this side also I am adding 1. This below 1 I can simply write 1, no? 1 by 1 is 1 only, isn't it? So this below this 1 I am adding 1. Below this 1 also I am adding 1. So now AM and 1, what is the LCM, students? AM and 1, LCM will be AM. So AM will go how many times in AM, students? AM will go how many times in AM? 1 time. So 1 into MB, write MB. 1 will go how many times in AM? This 1 will go how many times in AM? AM times AM into 1 AM. This AN will go how many times in AN? This AN will go how many times in AN? 1 time, so 1 into ND. This 1 will go how many times in AN? AN times, so AN into 1 AM. So MB plus AM, look at the diagram. MB plus AM, see in the diagram all of you, MB plus AM, okay. So MB plus AM will become what? MB plus AM will become full AB, so I wrote here AB. And on the other side, ND plus AN, see here all of you. So ND plus AN, see here, ND plus AN will become what? AD, so I wrote here AD. Now again I am reversing. After this step I will again reverse. So AM is upwards and AB is down, and AN is upwards and AB is down. So now you see, this one, whatever we need to prove, we just got that one only. Is it okay? Okay, understood all of you? So next, students, next let us see number 4. Let us see number 4. So in figure DE is parallel to AC. Let us first draw the figure. So, students, even in figure DE, is parallel to AC. DE is parallel to AC, and DE is parallel to AC, and DF is parallel to DE is parallel to AC, and DF is parallel to AE. So we need to prove that DF by BF by FE is equal to BE by EC. So students, let us see this sum. So in figure DE is parallel to AC. See, in figure DE is parallel to AC. Okay. In figure DE is parallel to AC. Again, DF is parallel to AE. Okay. We need to prove that BF by FE is equal to BE by BC. Okay. Very easy proof. Very easy. Okay. Just see the sum. Let's see. Proof. So first only I will write by Thales theorem. Okay. So if I write it first, then I don't need to write it again and again. So now in triangle ABC, since BE is parallel to AC, therefore BE is parallel to AC, therefore BD by DA is equal to BE by EC. Marking number 1. In triangle ABE, since ABE, isn't it? In triangle ABE I am talking about. So since DF is parallel to AE, therefore DF is parallel to AE, therefore BD by DA is equal to BF by FE. Marking number 2. Now from 1 and 2. Now from 1 and 2 students, BD by DA both are equal. So therefore I can directly write BF by FE is equal to BE by EC. See students, very easy sum. Okay, in figure DE is parallel to AC. Okay, in figure it is given that DE is parallel to AC. Okay, DE and AC are parallel, and also DF is parallel to AE. Okay, DE, see here, DE is parallel to AC and DF is parallel to AE. Okay, so we need to prove that BF by FE is equal to DE by EC. Okay, so by Thales theorem in triangle ABC, by Thales theorem in triangle ABC, students, you see, if DE is parallel to AC, if DE and AC are parallel, so it is like this, students. I am just breaking this diagram for you. Okay, just see. So see, if DE is parallel to AC, see here, if DE is parallel to AC, then see here, nicely. Okay, see this line is given in the question, isn't it? This line DE and AC are parallel. No, so for your better understanding, I am drawing the diagram separately. So if DE and AC are parallel, then what will happen, students? According to the Thales theorem, if a line is parallel to one side of the triangle, then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio, isn't it? Just theorem 6.1. So if DE is parallel to AC, then BD by DA will become equal to BE by EC. Will become now? If DE is parallel to AC, then BD by DA is equal to BE by EC. That is what I wrote here. Marking number 1. And again one more triangle is there, in triangle ABE. In triangle ABE, again I am breaking for you. Okay. In triangle ABE. ABE, suppose ABE, here BF is parallel to AE. Okay, see the diagram. In triangle ABE, okay, in triangle ABE, see DF is parallel to AE, isn't it? DF is parallel to AE. So if DF is parallel to AE, if DF is parallel to AE, then what will happen? Then what will happen, students? See here, if DF and AE are parallel, if DF and AE are parallel, then according to this theorem, BD by DA is equal to BF by FE. See here, this one, DF and AE are parallel, no? DF and AE are parallel. Therefore, we can write BD by DA is equal to BF by FE. That is what I wrote here. Marking number 2. So now from 1 and 2, here also BD by DA, here also BD by DA, isn't it? Here also I have BD by DA, here also I have BD by DA. Therefore 1 and 2 are what? 1 and 2 are equal, isn't it? BD by DA are equal, no? Therefore B by EC is equal to BF by FE. See here, BF by FE is equal to B by EC, isn't it? So from 1 and 2, since BD by DA are equal, therefore BF by FE is equal to B by EC. Is it okay? Okay. So these are very easy sums. You just have to look little carefully. Okay, and very nice application of your Thales theorem. Okay.